The next time that you are at Dollar Tree, please make sure to check out the selection of fabrics that they have. Today I'm sharing gorgeous DIY crafts using Dollar Tree fabric. Perfect for any space in your home. These beginner-friendly home decor projects requires no sewing and are totally budget-friendly. I'm going to begin by using this cutting board that was laying around in the bottom of my stash. I'm just going to go ahead and refresh it with this Serenity Blue. I'm going to be giving it just one coat. Once this is completely dry, then I have this burlap fabric from Dollar Tree, of course, and I'm going to be cutting a piece and measuring it because I'm going to be gluing it right on top of the cutting board. And then I'm going to go ahead and fray the corners. And I'm also going to be cutting these corners just to make it look nice and even. Look at this fabric, how gorgeous. I'm going to be using this fabric throughout my video. I'm going to be cutting pieces, whichever I think looks good. And then I'm going to come back to my cutting board. I'm going to add some Mod Podge over here in this corner right here or in the center. And then I'm going to be adding both of the fabric one on top of the other. Once the piece of fabric, which is burlap, is in place, then I'm going to add more Mod Podge. And then on top of that Mod Podge, I will be adding the second piece of fabric. Once the second piece of fabric is in place, I have this ribbon. I'm going to be placing a little piece right here on the neck of the cutting board with some hot glue. And with a little bit of hot glue, I'm also going to be adding this jewel cord, and I am going to be creating sort of like a little frame.
Serenity blue and a soft touch of white too. Burlap dreams in every little space, crafted with love.
So now I'm going to go ahead and create a little hook so we could go ahead, if we want to put it in the wall, we could do that. Other than that, we could put it in a tier tray as well, and it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. I also went to Dollar General and I got this tripod, and they came two in a package. So this is what I'm going to be using to stand this little cutting board. And look at how nice this turned out. This is so beautiful. I am totally in love with this piece. I'll be putting this to the side. In the meantime, I'm going to be working with another piece from Dollar Tree, and this is a rolling pin. I'm just giving it one. Actually, I'm going to give it 2 coats with white chalk paint, and the handles, I'm going to give it 2 coats also with that Serenity Blue. I'm going to be using those 2 colors throughout my video, and I'm going to be doing the same thing to both of the handles. And again, I'm using more fabric. I cut it to size, frayed the corners. I'm going to be gluing it right on top of here. And then after that, I'm going to also put a piece of fabric right on top of it.
Welcome to the tray where the colors shine through. Serenity blue and a soft touch of white too. Burlap dreams in every little space, crafted with love, with texture and grace. Layer by layer, the magic begins.
I'm also adding some more jute cord, and I'm also framing the little piece of fabric that we have put in the center. And of course, once it's done, then I just come in with this little scissors and I cut the excess, and then wherever you think that it needs a little bit more hot glue, I'm just adding right in the corners. And then this will be it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to be adding some more jute cord right here, and I'm just going to go around it once, and I'm going to be tucking it in with some hot glue. And look at this one, how cute. I put the jute cord on both of the handles, and this is it. I'm going to put it to the side, and I'm going to continue with my third project. This one was also from Dollar General. I'm going to be taking the label. Now this one, I thought I was going to be creating a picture frame. So I took the bottom section and I painted it with this Serenity Blue, and then the rest of the box I went on and I painted it with white chalk paint. But it so happened that I found these little wheels, so I decided to go ahead and glue one on each corner, and I've made a little pretty wagon that you could put anywhere. You could add maybe anything. You could put a candle on top, maybe flowers, whatever you desire. The options are endless. And then this here, I don't know where I got this, but the fabric I was not too crazy about, so I'm cutting it, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and add some burlap. This is burlap, but yeah, the burlap that I've been using all along. I think this color is much better. And of course, I'm going to be using some hot glue to go ahead and put all of this together. And today is another open collaboration with the talented creators. This takes place every third Saturday of each month. And this is hosted by Loli from Loli's Creations and myself, DIY with Aurea. Today we are decorating a tier tray, and I also have the playlist down below in my description box for more inspiration. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. It goes a long way. And now coming back to this little piece, I added a burlap ribbon and a burlap flower right in the front, and then this will be it. And as you know, we are creating a tier tray, so I'm going to be showing this to you at the end. And then this little tag here, I purchased this, I'm not sure, I think it was Dollar General, I could be wrong, but this little bead, I am going to be painting it with that Serenity Blue because we're using those two colors, Serenity Blue and white. And then I'm going to be putting this back together on the burlap string. I'll put that to the side, and now let's go ahead and decorate this section right here. Sorry, I meant to say jute cord, not burlap string. That was yeah, long day today, ladies and gentlemen. And again, using the same Serenity Blue, I'm giving it 2 coats, and then once it's dry, then I'm going to start putting it together. I'm going to be doing the same technique. I'm going to be adding Mod Podge, placing the burlap ribbon on top, and then once that is, now this time I'm not going to be using 2 fabrics. I'm going to be using some of these wood word, and I'll be using the Hello one. And the best way to glue it, it would be with Mod Podge. I thought about hot glue, but I didn't think that it was going to look nice and neat, so here it is. I'm also going to be adding some jute cord, and this little hook here, I'm going to be placing it right back. And again, my dear friends, don't forget the playlist. I'm going to have it in my description box, so like that you could get more inspiration as soon as you finish watching this video. These DIYs are so easy to create, and all of these DIYs did really cost me probably $1.25, maybe a little more, no more than $2. And look at how gorgeous. You could put all of these in a tier tray and it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. And then for this next one, this, I had it in my stash. I did a DIY and I took it apart, so now I'm repurposing it. And for this one, I'm going to be using the Serenity Blue on only one section, and the rest is going to be painted with white chalk paint. I'm going to be taking this apart, and then I'm going to also remove all those staples that are in the back. And then I'm going to come back to this piece. I'm going to be adding some Mod Podge and another piece of burlap fabric. There's so much things that you can create with this fabric. It's unbelievable. I mean, the sky is the limit. Once this is put in place, then of course I came in with another piece of this fabric, and I'm placing it right up here. I'm also going to be adding plenty of Mod Podge, and then I came in with the jute cord, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm framing this in. I'm also looking at it, and I thought that there was something else missing. So what I did is I'm going to be gluing some more of this jute cord around the frame. I think it looks a lot better now that the jute cord is around the frame. What do you think? And then once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and put that one to the side. And this one, I also got it at Dollar General. And you're not going to believe how much I paid for this one. I paid 10 cents. I am liking those bargains. So this one, I'm just going to go ahead and give it 1 coat with this Serenity Blue. I'm not going to show you the same process, but all I did was add plenty of Mod Podge, added the burlap fabric, and then added the little pig. And then this is the final review, my dear friends. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget that big thumbs up. It goes a long way.
No fuss, just fabric and a glue stick or 2. DIY made simple and beautiful too. So grab your tray and come on along. We're styling with burlap, singing this song. With blue and white, we're setting the tone. In this hands maze we call home. So don't forget those big thumbs up. Share and subscribe, it's totally free. Let's craft some joy as you